Hola mi gente, this is
Ready or Not Latinas Podcast.
And these are your hosts,
Yessi,
Jessica,
Karina,
and Joanna. Just a reminder, we release new topics every Wednesday and officially making it Latina Wednesdays.
So stay tuned and get ready for this chisme.
Hey guys, welcome back to another Latina Wednesday. Woo-hoo. We're missing Karina today, guys, but that's fine because I'm here. I'm back. After a couple weeks.
Hicieron el swap.
I know.
Tú te quedas y ahora yo vengo.
Taking turns.
No, literally, because I've been working back to back. Mm-hmm. So finally, I made an appearance, guys. I'm here.
And
What's
now Karina went. She's the one working now.
Yeah, now she's tired. My homegirl, she resting up. So, so we're letting you rest today, Karina. Go ahead.
Take a break. Just this once.
Yeah, just this once. You get a pass. Mm-hmm. But yeah, guys, what's new with you guys now that I've been gone for so long? What's new? What's going on? What's the tea?
What's the gossip?
Yeah, what's the hot gossip?
Like
nothing.
Jessica was gonna tell us something.
Yeah, okay.
What happened?
So there's something that happened. It's not new. It's not a gossip, but it's just like a weird experience that happened to us at Walmart.
What?
So I think we were, and you know Walmart, right?
Yeah, you see everybody from high school, every fucking body.
Yeah. Okay, so it was me, my partner, and my son. My two sons. Anyway, so, I was over here looking at the flowers because every time we go to Walmart, we buy dad's flowers. Mm-hmm. Anytime. Like, I don't care if I just bought them. I just buy another one because I know they die quickly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so then I was looking through the flowers and then una señora ya mayorcita, una morenita, se nos acerca. And then she starts talking about the Bible to my partner. He was like, what the... Oh no, first she said, are you guys Mexican? That's the first thing that came out of her mouth. And my partner, he's very like, I don't know, one, he engages, and two, he's like, what if something happens if I say yes? So he said no. And then the lady was like, she started calling on nationalities, like, Guatemalan, Salvadorian. He was like, no.
On the list.
Yeah, so then he was like, no, we are Mexican. And then she's like, yeah, I knew it. And then she was like, oh, do you know this something? I couldn't hear very good from that point because I'm like, that's when my mind was like, okay.
I'm sorry.
Joanna, that's the only thing we missed from the last two episodes. We don't hear a cough.
Okay, go. Because you're going to forget what you're saying.
I'm going to forget. Anyway, so she started saying things from the Bible. Like, do you know this? Do you know that? And he was like, yeah. And so then I was like, I got a little closer to hear what the fuck they were saying. And then the lady was like, is that your wife? I was like hesitant. I was like, should I say yes? But I was like, yes. And then she was like, no, honey, you need to leave those pants and wear skirts because in the Bible it says that you need to leave your man ways, and because all of that is very manly. That's manly energy. Or I don't know what the fuck, not energy, but
Yes.
You know what she was saying?
What?
Yes. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, okay, like, she's like, because that Jesus is coming. I was like, okay. He's welcome to come in my house. Anyways, and so then, so I started walking away because, one, I don't engage with people I know. I don't know. I will leave them with, like
the bocas, what is it called? The palabras in the boca.
Like, especially salespeople. Like, they're like, oh my God, what kind of company you got? What do you want? You want to try this out? I completely ignore and walk away. My partner, he engages. He's like, huh? No, we don't have, like, he answers. They're like, what kind of company? Oh, we have this company.
Oh my God.
I look at him because then he looks at me with wide eyes like, help me. I was like, I don't know. I've told you not to engage with people because you don't need what they're fucking selling.
Right.
And two, I don't want to be rude, so I just don't put myself in predicaments that I don't want to be in. Anyway, so then I was like, we started walking away. And then I was like, I don't leave my shorts for anyone. My pants for anyone. I was like, I'm going to wear my pants. It's my right to wear my pants. So, and then my husband's like, not even for God? And I was like, this mother... I was like, okay, well, to be honest, God don't give a fuck what I'm wearing. I'm like, he just cares of what it's in my soul. And you know, and then we got into it because I was like, you know, if you really think about it, I don't really trust the Bible because that's somebody's word that we don't know. We don't know who wrote it.
Yeah, we don't know what changes they make to it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, give me proof. Show me a picture that Jesus wrote it, that God wrote it.
That's what I don't understand when they say like New Testament, Old Testament.
Yeah,
like what the
to,
fuck
like,
do you mean it's the old and the new? Like there should be one and one palabra and one palabra only. Like, right? And like I hate that I hear like. And there's like, obviously they say like when you believe you shouldn't ever like think of like, oh no, whatever,
like doubt
question it. Yeah,
question it. Yeah.
And that's where I'm like, but okay, that's true. Yeah. That is true. When you fully believe in something, you're not gonna question it. Yeah. But it does come like, okay, but how, like, you know what I mean? You're still in the
like you can't even explain.
Yeah, you
like,
can't even explain why you think the way that you think.
Okay,
like,
I have an answer for you. Okay.
What?
The way we were brought up. We were brought up in modern school. Not too modern because obviously we're from the 90s. Yeah. Not you, but we were taught what? To find clues and do your research and you know shit like that, right? So that's what makes me question shit like that. Like, okay, give me proof. Like, I don't see like just going to church and by hearing somebody tell me, we're going by word here,
right?
We're like, there's no proof. And I understand, like, I believe in God and I talk to God and I've seen things like that has happened to me. It happened for a reason. I'm here because, but then you can circle it to karma. So it's just like, what the fuck? Yeah. So, you know, I do my little prayer. I believe in God and I put my heart out for God. And if one day he comes knocking to my door is open for him or whatever. But another thing that I wanted to say, let me remember now.
Oh no.
Right, you know we're gonna be here for 20 minutes, bitch. Remember.
Fuck you, sister. Okay. So I was driving home from work and I was thinking, I was like, I don't know why. I guess it was I think it was a day that I was feeling a little down. So I was like, guys, like, we know Jesus, right? We kind of know what he looks like because of pictures. Do you know what God looks like? Do we know pictures of God? No. So we don't even know who God is. Like, what's going on? Like, when you pray to God, who are you praying to? Who is he? What does he look like? Like, what is it? Too. Like, people talk about God.
But that's the thing. We would know if we read the Bible because it does describe him. Yeah, it does describe him.
What?
Yes, not describe him, but more like his soul, like what he would be like.
He was never in earth.
Yeah,
I don't think he was.
No, he sent his son, who's Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. So right. So when we pray to Jesus, but then we use the word God.
But that's why we say we pray to Jesus to get to God.
Because if you really think about it,
he's like a bridge.
When I pray and I say God,
I feel like I see Jesus, por favor, Diosito. Yeah, because I see Jesus, pero I say Diosito.
Yeah.
And it's just like, right? And then I was just thinking like, what the fuck? Like, when I pray and I say God, in my mind, I'm picturing Jesus. So I'm like all kinds of confused because I'm like, wait, but that's not God.
Yeah. It's a part of him, but it's not him.
But it's just like, wow, like, you know, it just gets a little over stimulant for my brain.
Yes, it is. It gets you working. No, I'm saying, like, to me, I try to avoid all of that because it gives me a headache, like, literally. So igual como Jessica, I just put it in my head. It's like I'm making a prayer to the above, whoever's listening, who's
to Diosito and Jesus, all of them. Put it in one.
My guide.
I was just about to say that. I feel like when it comes to certain things, then okay, yes, I put myself there, but then certain things, I'm like, I know God is not like that, or maybe God is. He is like that, but he'll understand. Like,
like that's what I think.
Certain circumstances. Yes.
Yeah, like in my head, when I think of God, and when they tell you God is love, right?
Yeah.
To me, what I wear, who I fuck, what I like, what do I do in my life, unless it's like one of the fucking, ¿cómo se llama? The 10 Commandments, like killing, cheating on people, and robbing and all that shit. Other than that, I feel like he don't give a fuck what I do, you know, like,
Yeah.
and as long as I'm not doing it with a bad intention and hurting other people, like what I wear, like to me that was a big one. Like, why is she coming to me? What I
That's
wear?
what I was just about to say. That I think the people that push it on to other people, they're the ones that give Christianity anything, like, you know, religious wise, they give it a bad name because then you're being
Like,
pushy, you're being judgy with like you're being hypocritical right then in itself. You're being judgy when you're preaching the word.
Went a whole another route
and been like, hey, like
you guys know this. God
did
says
you guys know this? Yes, be
And, like,
informative rather than like, oh, or like shaming you almost. That's manly. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and then when we were over here, that's when we got into the conversation about it and how I questioned the Bible, and then he was like, "What the fuck?" You know, like, what's wrong with you? You know, and then I started saying how Jesse told me about like masculine and feminine energy, and I was like, yeah, and apparently I give a lot of masculine energy, but that's because that's the way I raised. He was like, you see, it's all you.
I was like,
what do you mean?
It's not so much of the
I was like, well, if you don't give me, if you wouldn't give me all your feminine energy, then I wouldn't have to bring out my masculine energy. Because there's, aunque no lo creas, creo que hay muchos hombres que también tienen a fucking feminine energy.
Right.
Like the bitching and the, I don't know, there's just a lot of things that I'm just like,
sometimes they want to get treated just like a bitch. Like, literally.
Like, who's the woman
like, they
here?
want you to, like,
Baby
no, and
them.
like, baby them.
Baby
Yes, that
them.
part. And almost like, it's almost like they do say like the guys marry the moms, like the moms of like the mom version of the, like you.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And
I
it's
would say
true
that
because
is so
if you
true.
really think about it, if we're talking, we teach them to be men, but at the same time we're giving them feminine energy because
that's why
we're catering to them,
Right.
and that's, I feel like a man should cater to a woman more than a woman to a man.
Exactly,
because in reality we need more of the attention,
So they need
the constant reassurance.
so
and that's
we're
why
the
there's a
ones-
lot of mommy's boys out there. A lot.
You're
like, and
right.
I think that's the one ick I would probably have. Mommy's boy. They're so annoying.
I think my son is gonna be a mama's boy.
Oh, I can see it already. He tells you
minus.
everything,
Yeah,
which
he
is
does tell me.
it's amazing.
I feel the bond.
But it's kind of like, just wait till he gets older.
Just wait till he gets older.
I think I'm
We're
a
gonna
bit
have
too
issues.
toxic.
Yes, I feel like I'm gonna be that mother-in-law that be like, sírvele.
Marianismo. You're gonna be Marianismo, bitch.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh my
I really
God.
don't like that little girl. So I'm gonna be like,
Girl.
I'm gonna be like, sírvele, niñas. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna be that one.
No, not that one.
You know, I pictured myself and to be a little bit more chill, to be the mother-in-law that gets along with the daughter-in-law. But if he dates the girl he's dating now, I'm just like, it's not going that route.
Girl,
No.
me too. I'm gonna kick her ass anytime. Even the first time I meet her, I'm probably gonna beat her ass.
Why do you think he doesn't bring her around?
Oh yeah, thank God. And
Yeah,
I mean, if he ever
if you
was
really think
to,
about it-
I'm gonna try my best not to like take it to
But
bad.
oh girl,
but it's gonna be
if looks
so
kill.
hard.
If looks could kill.
Yeah.
But you know, I think if you really think about it, he was raised by women.
Yeah.
Because there was a moment when he was little that my partner used to leave the state to work.
So he would only be with all of us.
All
like,
of us. He was
No,
with
my
me, my sisters, my
mom,
mom, and that's all he knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I remember he would like, my husband would come back. And he wouldn't even want to go with him. Like, he would cry. Because he was just like,
and in
what?
the morning,
He's
Remember, he didn't like men at all at some point.
Oh my
like,
God,
any
yes.
type of man
And
got close
he
to us.
would
Like,
cry.
my cousins, my dad, he would be like, freak the fuck out. You know?
That is so true.
That is
For a while too. Like, he was already like 3 or 4 and he was still scared, like hiding behind her. And that's another thing too. He grew up a lot with his sister too. Like, he was
had a
always like,
sister.
you but help me do this. Can you please help me find my shoes in the mornings, like anytime? So yeah, he was definitely raised by girls in that sense.
Yeah.
But speaking of being raised by, you know, your sisters, etc., how do you guys feel about babysitters?
Well, I don't have a good. I think that's my biggest childhood trauma. Like my biggest trauma in life.
I don't have good experiences
with babysitters.
What about you, Yesenia? Were you ever babysat as a kid?
Yes, and
You did?
Yeah, I was
Like
for a
since
while.
like you were baby, or like once you were like
I don't know.
older?
Well, I remember my grandma used to babysit
Oh, that's
for
lucky.
a while. Yeah, but then after we moved, there was like a random lady. I don't even know who the fuck that lady was. And I remember like I didn't want to go. I would cry because igual no me podía parar. Even though I was a quiet girl, like no era traviesa ni nada, pero she would only want me to sit. Or like así me sentaba en el sillón a ver caricaturas, and like from there I couldn't move. And like if I wanted to take a nap, I
had to be like right there. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and like it was awkward, and
What the fuck?
I
You
never
just didn't feel comfortable.
Yeah, and then from a very small age, I remember my mom just leaving us at home alone. To the
Just you?
point that I think I was like 9.
Okay, that's not that bad.
Okay, but I was the oldest, dude, and I was 9. 9 is bad because my kid is 9, and I'm like, I'm not gonna leave you alone.
Bad. I
Well,
wouldn't leave
mine-
Beta alone.
Well, I don't know. I think because mine. Okay, my sons were 9, but my daughter was older.
Yeah, but I was the oldest,
Yeah.
and I was 9.
You're right.
And my younger sister was
Yeah,
7.
yeah. You would not leave like Mario with Max.
Oh, of course not. Fuck no.
Okay,
And,
yeah.
and he's 12.
You see?
Then
That's
I
even
would
imagine.
never.
Imagine. Okay then.
Yeah, and then adivina, like,
But
I
she's
saw
a
the stove.
girl. So I feel like
Marianismo right there, girl.
But I
girl,
feel
even
like
worse.
girl-
I feel like
no.
girls are way more like I would
No, but
rather leave a
girls-
boy home than a girl home.
Oh, no. I'm talking about her mom
Oh.
dejándola con sus hermanas.
Okay.
Siento que con una niña, como que las niñas
con
tienen
niña.
más responsabilidades.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they
They're
are
more
way
like
more
grown
responsible.
mentally. To me, I would leave my daughter with my other son for like maybe an hour tops hasta que saliera. But I wouldn't with my sons because my daughter's more responsible. She's more
Right.
mature. She knows
Es que
she knows
cantan
right
mejor.
or wrong. Ándale. So I feel like there I get why your mom would, you know.
Feel a little bit
Eso
comfortable.
y pues la necesidad, güey.
La necesidad,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
to talk about that, me, my genius self, my mom always told us, no prendan la estufa,
Oh, yeah.
agarren lo que les dejo, calienten en el microwave, that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But that one day, I saw
Se
la
te
luz de la
ocurrió.
oven prendida, and I was like, why is it on? Y lo pendejito que uno es cuando uno está chiquito, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Instead of like just turning off or just making sure that it was off, no. I go and take my hand to touch the freaking parrillas. Talk about I burned my hand. I put it in, and it was that one. The one that I touched was the one that was like hot.
hot.
Yeah.
So she had left it on.
I think she had left it on. Tú sabes que a veces lo dejas que medio,
No,
like it's
sí, sí.
almost
Like
there, but it's
almost
not there.
but it didn't get.
So it was like that. So it was
like,
on.
But it was like full blast on.
No, estaba
like,
ya prendida,
it
but
was
it
like
had
on
been,
low.
pues it had been
Oh,
on for a
no,
while
yeah.
because we had woken up and they would leave early.
And then
So I go and put my hand, bitch.
you started crying.
I started crying, and then my mom would always tell us, si algo pasa, vayan con la vecina. So I started crying, and my younger sister
She
started
ran to
freaking
the-
out. So she ran to the lady.
I'm going to a neighbor's house.
Because I screamed and she got scared and she saw me holding my hand. So the lady comes scared thinking I burned my whole body, I think. So she called my mom to let her know, you know, what had happened. And I remember
¿Qué
the
te
lady, no me acuerdo si me puso tomate or toothpaste, one of those two. They rubbed it and they told me not to
Un
touch
remedio
it
por
and
ahí.
that my mom would come back.
Did you get your fingerprints back? Or did it get that bad?
I don't think it was that bad.
bad.
Yeah, I ain't healed. I got blisters.
I just started
but-
hitting my
Did?
fingerprints
Yeah.
back.
Fuck.
Yeah.
what?
A girl, like a couple, like 2 years ago on New Year's. Yeah, it was on New Year's, definitely. It had to be not this New Year's, but the New Year's
I don't
before
think
that.
they're supposed to come back though.
They
if you
did.
fuck them up, you fuck them up.
No,
Yeah,
mine
I
did
mean-
a little bit. Mine did a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah,
little
because
bit.
I fell in the fire and
Jesus
and I
Christ.
burnt my fingertips and I can see like a little bit of stripes. But yeah, there was something I was gonna add to that was I hated when my mom did leave us with someone. It was like someone she just met. It would be like, oh doña, no trabaja. Oh my god, like perfect opportunity, girl. Like I need you to take care of my girls.
No, yo creo que a lo mejor sí.
Yeah, I feel like one of mine which was an older it was not an older lady, but like it was a white lady, and thank God she did speak English, but she was
speak English, you mean Spanish?
No, English. She only spoke English.
Yo was a no sabo kid.
Yeah.
So.
No, I was like, I don't think I was in a no sabo kid, but I just thought it was like easier for me rather than like Spanish. But yeah, the lady, I just didn't like her because she would leave me for hours alone on end, and I would like just be so like.
Okay, I have a lot because obviously I'm older.
Yeah, you're way older.
And my mom used to leave us with. You're right, with people I never met before, and I've had good babysitters and I've had bad babysitters.
Yeah, I've had good and bad.
Okay, so one, let me start because I have a ton, so I want to get them all through. I want to expose all these bitches.
Yes, do it.
The one that traumatized me the most era una señora. La zorra y señora. Una señora gordota, creo que era puertorriqueña, se llamaba, no sé cómo se llamaba. Mi pa me dijo, pero se me olvidó. Anyways, so she used to babysit me, bitch. Tell me why. She would like, me metía en un closet, me encerraba en un closet.
What?
Que porque I was being bad.
And what were you doing?
I don't remember. Bitch.
You probably were being bad though, bitch.
No, bitch, I was scared of her. Why would I be bad?
Gaslighting her.
I'm like, I'm gonna throw my phone at her. Look at her flinching. Who hit you?
I'm scared.
Anyways, and yeah, I can remember. I remembered once. It was like earlier in the morning, but again, these thoughts, these memories are very far away now. Okay. But I remember that Karina, I think it was Karina, she was hungry and she kept telling me she was hungry. So I went to that lady's room. I opened the door and I could swear to God she was doing either she was sleeping or she was doing the nasty.
Yeah,
I think. But it's like a dream, but I can see it, but I can't see it.
Yeah,
you know, like I can see it, but I can't see it. And then she yelled at me like, "Get the fuck out!" And then that day she was like, "Go to sleep!" Like literally, she forcing me, and she wouldn't feed my sister, and I'm like, "Fuck!" And I just kept thinking like, "When the fuck is this shit gonna finish, boy?"
Yeah.
Y luego también cuidaban una muchacha que era güerita. Bitch, a ella sí la trataban bien. Hasta no me regañaban because the little girl would either bite me or scratch me, and I used to do the opposite.
Oh my God.
Yo miré que la trataban bien. No sé si era porque era güera. Like, tenía ojos. Era hispana, pero tenía ojos de color y era güerita.
Well, that's racist.
Yeah, that's racist. That's
luego,
discrimination.
Me acuerdo que una vez dijeron, "Oh, we got a pool." Ahí vamos. Tell me why her brother was in there with us. Bitch, y I swear to God, she's like, "Oh, let's see how long you can hold your breath underwater." That man was holding me underwater. I swear to you, sister.
Oh my God.
I swear, this was literally, they were like abusing me. And then apparently my dad says that I told him, and he went over there and fucking did a whole scene. Anyways, that's
as
one.
you should.
And I do remember having other ones that were just normal ladies. Like, they would just watch me and, you know, and
be nice.
They were normal people. And then there was ya saben, la babysitter que la Walmart que se fue a robar y nos dejó en el carro. Bitch, if y'all have not heard that story, y'all need to go to fucking Childhood Traumas. It's one of our first episodes. And that shit's wild.
Yeah.
But the most that I hated from her is that, like, not just that, but like Joanna was very like, you know, she wanted to get help. She was a baby.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't let us pick her up. She's like, "No está llorando sangre." And my sister's over there yelling and screaming. And bitch, you don't want to grab her, fine, but let me grab her. Right? And like, bro, like I was like, that was just my life. I was at that point, I wasn't like, "Oh my God, I wish I had another life," or "Oh my God," you know, I was just like so used to it.
Yeah, you were
at this
like,
point, just like
I can't do it.
Fly or flight at that point.
Right.
Like, what the fuck, you know? And then I feel like I had somebody else. Tell me who.
Joanna's like, "I don't know, girl."
Yeah, I don't know.
You were also tiny.
Yeah, I feel like me and you had way different babysitters.
Yeah.
Way different babysitters.
I had abusive, crazy bitches.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think mine were mostly abusive. They were just bitches mostly. Like, one barely took care of me. I was bullying this one girl.
About you leaving you alone. Okay.
Oh my god.
So me cuidaba una señora. En esta señora, ustedes la conocen.
Oh my gosh.
Esta señora, yo me acuerdo que nos cuidaba. Y me acuerdo que decía que iba a llevarle lonche al esposo o no sé qué, güey. Me dejaba en un cuarto con sus hijos de ella y mis hermanas. Y yo me acuerdo que esos niños eran chiquititos, eran like little babies.
God,
ya estoy, güey, cuidando un chingo de chiquillos.
You were the babysitter.
You were the babysitter,
Yo me acuerdo que me sentía like, what the fuck am I? Why is she taking so long? I feel like she was gone all motherfucking day, bitch. Y yo metida, ¿cómo les daba de tragar? Like, I don't even remember. And they would cry and I would just pick them up and but like, bitch, yo me acuerdo I was changing diapers
just
at that time. Like
she was probably like, oh my
bitch, like I was so traumatized. Like, I feel like just thinking about that one just gives me the
trauma.
Bitch. And I'm just like, what the fuck? ¿Y tú crees? Y a esa señora le pagaban. Porque nos
That's what I'm
cuidaban.
telling you. You were the real babysitter, bitch. That was your money, bitch.
¿Tú crees? Me dejabas escuincles y luego los
How come you
míos.
didn't tell your parents?
I don't know, bitch. I don't know. Maybe
I think you were
did.
just too scared.
Maybe I did it. My mom was just like, well.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
Yeah. I don't know. And then, I don't know. This lady, she wasn't our babysitter, but she kind of was. But this is like where I was like a little redemption. But I was old.
Yeah.
No era babysitter, era más como our chill buddy.
Yeah.
But she would take care of us after school. Rosaura.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Rosaura. Bro, she was the funnest.
She was like the
babysitter I've
iconic
ever-
queen of our childhood.
Yes,
like we
thanks
wanted
to
to
her.
be this lady when we grew up.
Yes, bitch. She was so alegre. Like, you know, she was fun.
Yeah.
She was young,
and
so
you could tell she loved kids because there's no
Yes.
way you would tolerate us and we're that annoying. Like
no, we were not annoying. Okay,
you don't
look,
know that.
Yeah, we're
bitch.
traviesas.
It was
Yeah,
fun. Like
sure.
she would feed us first of all. She would feed us bomb ass
Yes.
food, and then she would fucking
We could play dress up in her clothes, wear her
Yes.
high heels, her
And-
earrings, like.
and then she would be like, okay, guys, se van a memorizar esta canción. Y
Yeah.
vamos a tener un
We're gonna do a
sing-along."
performance.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Yes,
God.
and the best, y ahí estábamos, learning lyrics. Estamos ahí cantando. And then she showed us how to dance cumbia, bitch. We're gonna post a video of us dancing the little routine she would show us. Ponía cumbia y nos enseñaba a bailar. And like, había días donde she's like, alright guys, tenía como un cuarto bien chiquito, así como oscurito. Y okay, come on, we're gonna sit in the carpet. We would sit in the carpet and she would tell us all the scary stories she knew. And I was like, ooh, like, I don't know, bro. Like, she brought me like so much joy in that etapa de mi vida. Even
I
though
remember you talking about her.
yeah, like I have her as a friend on Facebook, and I'm like, you don't know how much you influenced my life.
You're like, quiero ser tú.
She and look como es la vida, eh? Life came around, and I ended up taking care of her kids later on.
Oh my god, that is so
Wow.
true. I remember Yeska used to always say that. She's like, I want to make sure they have a good childhood.
Yeah, like I want to
Like,
make
I
sure
had
that
the
they have
best.
Yeah.
that they have like, you know,
What
like
they gave you.
yeah, like
Yeah,
mom.
and
what
thankfully,
their
like
mom-
she had sons around their age a little bit, so
Yeah.
like they would have a little bit of fun.
yeah.
So it wasn't that
And
bad.
yeah, it's so fucking weird how the time
Tables
just
turn.
turned. Yeah, girl, and babysitters were the worst. And I know that you had your own trauma staying alone, but
Yeah.
to be honest, bitch, I would have rather
Have been alone.
have been alone.
Yeah, because the trauma that comes with babysitters. I had a babysitter that would literally make me feel bad if I wanted to eat her food. Like, yes, like, and then the fact that my mom would pay her, so I thought it was okay for me to get your food.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, my mom is paying you at least.
Oh my,
like,
come on, Joanna, ¿qué tanto puede comer, güey?
Right.
Yeah, not even that. And then, like, you know, I wouldn't. You should told my mom then, like, oh no, I'm charging you just to watch her, not for food. Like, bring her own food. Make sure she brings her own food. So when I would go, didn't even want to eat because I would just be like, I could hear the shit she would say, like, between her and her husband, and I'm just like, oh my god.
That's messed
very
up, though.
uncomfortable to be in somebody's
and then
home that
especially
you don't
because
know.
you're so little, you're just like, what do you do? Like,
Yeah.
what
You
do you
can't
do?
do much.
Yeah, you can't do much, and it's just like, fuck.
I think that's like one thing that I never
Yeah.
wanted my kids, and thank God my kids had my mom.
Girl.
Yes, that is so
They had my mom.
And like that's why I have a trauma, and I can't. I'd rather not have my dreams come true than my kids go through some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, like, and my partner was like, "That's just an excuse. You can just find a babysitter. You can send them to daycare."
No, because
They
they-
have everything
Yeah.
that happens in the world. Daycares are not safe, and I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking too soon, because maybe when I do have my own kids, I will put them in daycare. But
Yeah.
now, personally, right now, I would probably never do that. Like I just couldn't. I couldn't do that to my
and
kids.
I am so grateful that I have my sisters. I have you, because you watched my kids.
Yeah, I
before.
watched their kids
You
too.
watch
And you
both
see-
of their kids, like
Yeah, I
turning
watched
us
Veda
in.
and
Yeah, and I feel like
kids.
even with her, like I trust her 100% with my kids. I would
somewhat, not
have
with the bus.
I would I would leave my life in her hands.
Yeah.
But because of my traumas, I'm like, hey, don't forget my kids. Hey,
Yeah.
like, you know, even with you, I feel like
Yes.
now I'm a little bit more lenient now, because
You're
I'm
letting
like,
go
I
a
don't
little.
call her
But still,
as
like the park is right here. I'm like, oh, can I take them to the park?
no.
Damn.
No,
And it's
100%
like,
no.
you, why not? Like,
Even
it's
when she's
gonna
like,
be
I'm gonna
right
take him
here.
outside. Watch him. Don't let him do this.
Yeah.
Bitch, like, you don't know. And
But
ahorita,
still, like
mi
the
trabajo
park,
is
I'm
very
like,
high
come on,
pace.
bitch. Like, it's
So I
right
can't
here.
call her, but girl, it's in the back of my head.
Yeah.
No, bitch, but you still be making time to call me. Like,
Or text
yeah,
you.
or text me cualquier cosita. I'm like, oh my god, this girl. But
Yeah. Like, I feel like that definitely.
no, but Yeska is that is very true what Yeska said. I would rather be alone because it's just too much. You
Yeah.
just never know. And then that's another thing, the violence on kids violence. That's what I meant. Violence on violence.
Yeah.
Kids on kids violence is what I meant. Like some kids would be mean, other kids would
yeah.
do this and just make you feel bad about yourself.
Yeah.
Even like the Boys and Girls Club shit. Hell no, I don't think I would trust it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I would. Just
Well,
all
I mean,
the stories I would hear from school, I'm like, no.
Yeah, I mean,
fucking thanks.
technically, if I could leave my kids homeschool, I would.
No, yeah, but
But
like,
I don't have the patience.
extracurricular activities
Yeah, no.
are different. But like, I mean, like just daycare, any weird thing where you're watching.
Yeah, because I'm
People
sure
watching.
people don't watch them great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's so many kids
That's why,
that they
like,
don't.
when I found out that they at the daycare right there by the house, they literally charge. They don't charge you. They what is it called? The pay rate that they want to pay start you is 12.
What?
Well,
And you're watching over little kids, like toddlers, 2-year-olds, 1-year-olds, 3-year-olds.
I would think
like,
it would be like in the 20s at this point.
At least 15, 16.
Because 12 is not
Like,
even the
what?
average.
Yeah, it's
Como dice?
13.
The average
I think
minimum?
it's 15.
Yeah, it's 15
minimum wage,
now.
yeah.
Minimum wage is 15 now.
Yep.
I remember when it used to be 7.
Yeah.
Damn.
I can't believe when
imagínate,
I
who can
started-
survive at a $7
When
bill?
I
now,
started,
nobody.
I was getting $8 an hour.
Page, y el
And now I'm
pinche
getting-
muy apenas saca $100.
Girl, I was
200.
shocked that a couple girls at my job are only getting paid $11.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Damn.
I
That's fucked
can't.
up. Did
And
you
your
say
job is
anything?
very
And yes,
stressful.
I told them, I was like, why? Like, you guys need to say something. Like, what the fuck? Like, what do you even say though? Like, do you say that that's illegal? Like, what are you fucking saying?
No,
Just
you
be
just-
like, you need to ask for a raise.
You
Just
need
be like-
another job.
You
Because
just-
if you need a whole job, period. Because if the fucking job they got you, it's very high stress. Your job,
Yeah.
and I'll be like,
And like, I'm just like, damn. So when they say like, oh, you're replaceable, bitch, I know what the fuck they
Oh,
mean.
yeah,
Like,
that-
bitch.
that's
Anybody
so
will
true.
do it for $12. I'm just like, oh my god, I wouldn't. Like, that's
Dude,
why
pero-
I'm like,
Just-
bro,
pero hay gente
I feel
necesitada,
bad. I
güey.
feel bad knowing that I'm making like triple the amount that they're making.
That is messed up. Though.
That is so messed up, and I barely do and half the stuff they do.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so I'm just like, damn.
damn.
And I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I
just-
feel like responsible for them a little bit.
Just be like, hey, you know, like you can ask for a raise. Tell them to give you like $3 more,
Yeah, I think
$4 more.
couple dollars more, bitch. Like at least
just give them a
$250,
little
bitch.
insight.
Like something. But yeah,
Damn.
That's messed up.
yeah, girl,
And
it's stressful.
And it's stress. It's hard because that's a Latino doing it to their own people.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's
the
where
part
I'm
that
like,
gets me.
That's the
Yeah.
part. Yes, and then that's where I'm like, damn, bitch, because then they're in the kitchen too, so you're even
That's
more like
more stressful.
more work because
Bien
bitch.
caliente.
Yes, and you're in the like right next to the stufa. You're greasing your face all motherfucking day, like, and it's hot in there. Like y'all been there, bro.
Yeah.
It's hot as fuck. Like,
It ain't it, girl. It ain't it.
Te va a dar una pinche
and then
pulmonía estar
I
allí.
know, and then that's another thing too, guys. I feel like when people be like, "Damn, bitch, you're still here," I'd be like, "Yeah,
You're still here.
bitch, yeah, I'm still
Just for a
here.
little bit.
Just for a little bit longer, and then I'm gone. Hopefully,
You
I
will.
do. Hopefully, I do go to Mexico in July. I've never whispered on here.
We need to do an ASMR
I
episode.
know.
Those put me to sleep, dude.
Really?
I
Yes.
can't.
I think
I
that
was
It
actually-
irritates me. It
Really?
irks me.
No,
Have y'all seen the videos when the ladies are getting ready and they go,
Oh yeah,
I'm like,
yes.
bitch, are you fucking
they
serious?
do have some triggers that you feel them in the back of your
Yeah.
neck, and you're like, ah.
I found
That
one
I
last
haven't.
night.
I
Okay,
haven't.
that put me to sleep. It
What
was this
was
guy combing the girl's hair.
What?
And I felt like it was combing my hair, and I was like, me daba escalofrío, and I got knocked out.
I'm telling you, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are so
And then he would say
random.
something, but I could barely hear him.
There's some
He looked-
committed ASMR people. Yeah, they're
I'm
like,
like- Yeah, I was like, damn, this
and then
shit.
they be getting their little bowls of water, and then they be trickling like little water
And then
balls.
you're like, or look less and I'm like, I'm like, nope,
Now we're getting
change.
into it. I'm over here like,
It actually sounded good too.
I know.
I was like,
Parece que te están rascando.
parezco como el perrito when you make a weird noise. I'm like, I like that.
that would be so
Oh
fun.
my
Though.
God,
I
you
think
guys
we
are
should do an
cracking me up.
ASMR episode where we should just
Where
like
we can
we
just
should just yes.
Dice pura pendejada.
I think we should. That should be our next episode.
Yeah.
Like just saying dumb shit.
For sure, for sure. So before we change the topic, guys,
Sorry. We got
let
off
us
track.
know. Send us an email. Send us a fucking
A meme, some cheese.
No. DM us. That's the word I was looking for.
DM.
DM us. Email us. Send us in the comments somewhere, and any social media you can email us at Ready or Not Latinas.
Your own stories
yes,
that we
your
can
own babysitting
say and do ASMR on, maybe do funny voices to it and whisper. I don't know. It would.
Yeah.
I think it would be super
Oh,
duper fun.
I thought babysitting stories.
No.
Any story,
Any
you mean.
stories, yes.
Any stories, any a dad joke that you want us to say, you know, a fucking, ¿cómo le dicen eso? Anécdotas, anécdotas. They're like little baby stories, like that have like a meaning at the end. And like anything you want us to say. If you want to say, you know, your boss eats ass, we can say that. Just put your fucking boss's name on the
Give us his name, where he works.
Yeah, and we'll say whatever you
shout
want.
it out.
Yeah,
Especially if you're out of the state. Like, I mean, come on. Like,
you're right. Who's gonna hear?
who's gonna find out?
So true.
I mean, people gonna find out, but not from
Not
your place. De aquí que llegue el chisme, pues no.
Oh, I'm
Y
like,
nadie,
ooh.
and they're all anonymous. We're not gonna say who sent them unless you say my name. Then
We'll say your name.
Say my name.
When no one is around you.
I love you.
Let me not put my vocals out.
I get nada.
Okay, guys, so that was all for today's episode. We were so excited to share our babysitter stories, our traumas that we dumped on y'all because it's a lot to unpack here. So thank you guys for tuning in. We are super grateful for our supporters and people,
Yes.
our listeners that keep listening every Wednesday. We love you guys with all our hearts. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week. And don't forget, we love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.